I'm here with Lori from AgHires to discuss how to successfully work from home. The COVID-19 pandemic forced many companies, even agricultural companies, to reevaluate the work from home policies. For some, working remotely is a dream come true. For others, it's a nightmare. Lori, what are some tips you have for individuals to self-assess if they would be successful working from home?
We get this question a lot because there's a strong desire to work from home, but it's not always, a fit for everybody. So one thing you want to think about is if you can handle working alone by yourself. Not saying there won't be some company interaction virtually, but you have to think about, if you're a person that really loves that social interaction with other individuals in person versus being by yourself at home. The other thing to consider is if you can handle working with a lot of distractions. Basically, you're at home and there's going to be piles up of laundry to do or the dishes in the sink. And can you stay focused during your work time to get your work done without getting distracted on some other home items that might need your attention? The other kind of factor to think about is how self-disciplined are you? I think we all say we're self-disciplined, we're hard workers, but can you really go without a lot of direction throughout the day and someone kind of guiding you on what needs to be done? Can you kind of handle setting your own goals for the day to accomplish? Often you're going to have more like weekly or overall goals, but you need to handle the small goals in between by yourself since you have no supervisor, leader, or manager on site. So if you can think about those items and analyze yourself really hard, you can even ask a few family members if they could see you successfully working from home. Sometimes an outside perspective will help give you what you need to answer this.
So how would you prepare for working from home?
Great question. Think about having your office set up. You want to have a dedicated space, a quiet space, and a space that's set up professionally that you feel like you're walking into a work setting and you're not at your house. So I think the best, take the time to really set up that dedicated quiet space to work from home. Something else to consider is having a very structured schedule. Thinking about time management, but just as you go to work in the office, let's say 8 to 5, and you have lunch, from here to here, you would want to set a very structured schedule at home. So in your mind, what are your working hours and your non-working hours for the most part. There's a tendency sometimes to actually work more from home, outside of hours, which is okay, but, also keeping it into perspective. And we've also seen the opposite, where someone starts strolling in at 8:30 at their desk, and then it's 8:45, and then all of a sudden you're strolling in at 9 because that's your habit. But keeping to a set schedule, making sure you're fully hitting your hours at work. The other kind of factor is thinking about that constant communication with your home office or your employer. Now, flipping that to the employer side, one of their biggest concerns are when they have at-home employees is, are they working? Let's just, kind of call it out here. Are they working? What are they accomplishing? So it's great to keep that strong connection with your coworkers, but keep a strong connection with whoever your manager is to make sure you're, kind of talking about, showcasing what you're accomplishing, what your goals are, and what you're focusing on. The other avenue is thinking about making sure you're staying productive by taking healthy breaks. 8 hours at a desk without getting up, moving around, not healthy, not productive. Even that 5-10 minute walk, in between your lunch break is a great opportunity to kind of, reset for the day. And the last thing is to really set your own daily, weekly goals. So I typically start off my day with what are the 2 or 3 things I have to accomplish that day. What do I really need to get done? And then what are my other areas and goals that I really want to accomplish for that day?
For sure. So do you have any final take-home advice as a seasoned professional working from home?
I do. I personally love working from home. I love the flexibility. I feel like I'm very productive working from home. The one thing to think about is it's not for everybody. I think it sounds very attractive and, oh gosh, who wouldn't want to work from home? But even at AgHires or for some of our clients, not everyone is a fit for home. So sometimes it's okay to realize that working from home just might not be for you. It might not be healthy. You might not be productive. You might not, progress your career, because at the end of the day, you're just better suited to be around a team and working in an office. If you want more tips from AgHires in terms of managing your career or focusing on your next job move, follow us, like us on AgHires.